See, now here's my problem that I have with eBay, and also why I got out of selling like electronics and video games and stuff. This right here is a PS2 that I had sold on eBay, I don't know, like 2 weeks ago or something like that. And in the listing, I'll screenshot it if I can. I'll put it up here, but it says it works, tested and works, but the disk drive needs a little help. You gotta help it. I get a return request because they say that the disk drive doesn't work. So now I'm going back and forth with them on messages. I'm like, hey, I tested this myself personally. It says in the description, the disk drive, it just needs a little help. And they're like, no, disk drive doesn't work. I want to return it. I'm like, okay. So I had to accept the return, and I have to today to go back, make sure that it's the one that I sent them, make sure it's working, and then refund their money. I have so many problems, especially with scamming through eBay, that, you know, we're gonna talk about that more later. Right now, there's actually a Savers near here, so we're gonna go check it out and see what we can find. All right, so I just pulled up and I'm just waiting in line so I can donate something. I'm cleaning out my storage unit right now so that I can fit more things in it, but I just wanted to say that I don't like coming to this one because their prices are OD. They're like so ridiculous. This is like the only thrift store, the only Savers where I see that they put like $20+ shoes like on the shelves. It's not even like in the cabinet. They're just like, and they don't even deserve, whatever. We're just gonna see what it's looking like, but I'm not expecting to get, I'll probably get like one shoe at best here. We'll see though. You have the little thingy? Thank you. Okay, so whenever I come to this thrift store, I got to check out the electronics wall first because you never know what you could find here. I've come up a couple of times off of this wall, and immediately the first thing I see is this wonky looking CD player. I know some CD players can be super valuable. This one wasn't, but it was like $4, so I just grabbed it. Then I saw this camera, and the comp said it can go for either $50 or $25, and for $7, that's a gamble I'm willing to take. And then I saw this TI-83 hiding in the cut, and during the summer, these really drop in price, but it can still go for like 20-30 bucks. And then it started to get a bit too crowded for me, so I got my goofy butt up out of there, grabbed my cart, and headed over to Disappointment. I immediately spotted some Brooks, and honestly, the pricing wasn't too bad. They were 13 and some change, but I get 20% off, but the bottoms were just too bald for my liking to spend over $10 on, so I decided to leave them. And here's where things just go bad, because these are Kenneth Cole shoes, and they're asking $18.9. This is what I'm talking about with this store. I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm gonna just let the watch. Okay, I have to interject here really quick because I saw these Asics, but when I turned them upside down, I saw the bottoms were completely destroyed. So I was shocked to see that they were asking $16.99 for them. But then I noticed that there was another tag underneath that said $13.49. So they put an even more expensive tag on top for the destroyed shoes. This is diabolical activity here. After that, I had enough, so I decided to go check out the women's section. And when I got over there, I saw this lady with a cart full of shoes. So I was like, oh yeah, there's not gonna be anything here. And of course, there was nothing there. So I left. Yep, just like I knew it. And I know the GoPro is pretty bad at picking up like price where smaller things. It doesn't focus on things that are like far away or whatever, or close up. But yeah, like most of the good shoes, if it was like Nike, it was like $19. It didn't matter what kind of Nike. It was Nike, it was $19. Them Kenneth Coles were $19. The prices there are just so insane, dude. They don't make any sense. I picked up 3 electronics. I had no shoes, 3 electronics when I'm out of the electronic game, or I'm trying to get out of anything that's not shoes, to be honest. But man, I still go and peek at like the electronics wall and the electronics section. And so I got this TI-83 calculator, and this was $4.99. Now mind you, everything is 20% off. I don't know the math in my, oh, that's $1, right? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Yeah, so this is $1. So this was actually $4 for this TI calculator. This one was also $4, and everything here can go for like $30. This one, I wasn't sure if I really wanted this. I saw this going for like $20 plus shipping. My head, I was thinking, okay, I just spent $15. It was like 14 and some change. And worst comes to worst, if not everything sells, then I could at least bring it to the swap and sell it for $10 each and double my money. Okay, back at the dungeon, actually I got 3 returns, but you know, I'll deal with those later. This is that PS2 that allegedly does not work. I did have a razor, I don't know where it went, not a razor, what is that thing called? A box cutter. Yeah, I had one of those, but it's gone. So it should be the wires, which is right here, the console itself, which is right here, and a memory card, which oh, there it goes. Memory card is right here. Okay, so everything is here. Let me make sure this is the same console, 39. Oh, yep, okay. Look how clean this console is. Like, just look, you know what? All right, whatever. Let's see. I just want to make sure that it works as I said it would. So, okay, it turns on. Now, look. What did I say? It needs a little help coming out. You see, this thing works perfectly fine. I'm sorry I was yelling. I'm just so frustrated with eBay, with selling electronics and stuff, with people scamming. Like, it's just so annoying. And now I have to refund them. There's nothing wrong with this console. Console works perfectly fine. Everything's great. But I have to refund them because eBay says, you know another thing? This return right here, this was at $75, I believe, free shipping, and there's a bunch of cameras, like a bunch of 4 parts cameras that I had sold on eBay for parts. Now, as you can see, they're all still wrapped up, so I can't exactly show you. If I still have access to like the pictures and stuff like that, I'll pop up the pictures. But you can, I took pictures of all the cameras and I showed that they're for parts. I said some broken, some untested, whatever. Somebody bought it and then they returned it, and the box had a little ding on it right here. They said the box was damaged during transit and the camera that they got was broken. And the picture that they took to show the damaged camera was a camera that was the condition was already like that. It's literally shown in the pictures that I had posted on the listing itself. And so, you know, when I seen the return request, I called up eBay, and you know, after telling eBay the situation, what had happened, eBay was like, okay, I see, I understand. What do you want to do? I was like, well, I don't want to accept this return because it's a false claim. It's a false return. They bought it like that. There was the box is barely damaged. You see the ding. And they was like, okay, well, accept the return. And I'm like, what? They told me I have to accept the return and then block the buyer, and then they'll put it in their system and see if they can fight it for me, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, what if I don't accept the return? Because this is clearly a false claim. And it was like, well, if you don't accept the return, eBay's gonna step in, it's gonna put a ding on your account. So I get a ding on my account because they false claim. Yo, eBay, I'm telling you, they are, their systems, that platform can be very fantastic, but the way that they run their systems, everything is it needs a revamp. Anyway, it's basically like 7 a.m. right now, and I just pulled up to the flea market. Hopefully, I don't know, it's been a while since I've been here, especially with a camera. It's gonna be interesting, but let's see if they have any sneakers here. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, there's a decent amount of vendors at this flea market, but my hopes were not high on finding sneakers. These first 2 vendors are always in the same spot, and these are my dudes, and I know at least one of them normally has sneakers, so I'm on my way to head to them. But I ran into Flea Flipper. Shout out to Flea. If y'all are into video games, I handed over the video game reign to Flea, so check out Flea's channel. But after I'm done chatting with Flea, I look at the tables and there's a giant pile of sneakers just waiting for me to go through them. How much for the whole table? So after going through all the shoes, checking out the condition, asking his prices, and obviously checking comps on them, I ended up just wanting to grab these 2 pair of pennies. But unfortunately, I noticed that the black pair had like this hole on the bottom, and thinking about it now, I probably still should have grabbed them, but I ended up just grabbing these gold foam I don't even know what these are called, but I grabbed these for 20 bucks. They slide me these for 20. Sure. What you got going on up in there? Something for me?
A bunch of shoes that you're not gonna buy because they're too much.
Stop, what? You remember back in the day when everything was like $5? What happened to that?
I started making money.
Oh, okay, that's fair. Now after this point, as you can see, I'm walking by, scanning each and every table, checking for sneakers. I even asked my guy at the end here if he has any sneakers, because sometimes he does, but unfortunately this time he did not. And at this point, I'm not gonna lie, I was getting a little discouraged. That is until I came across this table. So cold. It's a lot of video games. Oh man. No. How much are your shoes?
$10 a pair. Yeah.
I got a bunch more. I just didn't have room to bring them. You know what I mean? They're a little dirty just for me to my storage units. I can only fit so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair. Can you do both 15?
Yeah.
And then from there, my luck started turning around a little bit. I ended up grabbing these Jordan 1 lows for $5. This person was selling like basically nothing but electronics, but I asked if they had shoes and they did. And a giant trash bin. Ended up finding these Alpha Bounces and they only wanted $2 for them and they already sold for like $26, free shipping. Then after doing another lap around the flea market, I was passing by this booth again and they had a new addition in the trash bin. This time it was a pair of New Balances, which again, they only wanted $2 for and they already sold for $39.99 free shipping. And then I ran into this really cool dude who is basically me when I'm 70. I'm buying sneakers.
Oh, yeah? You got any of these?
No, I'll buy those off you though.
No, I collect them, cat. I'm going for my 6th pair.
Oh yeah.
We get the fearless ones. You know the fearless ones?
Yeah, the fearless threes?
Blue.
Oh, the fearless ones.
Fearless
okay,
blue.
yeah, yeah.
I just do ones, cat.
Okay, I like it. Then as I'm doing another lap, I spot my favorite thing to see, and that is a pile of shoes on the ground. And after going through all of them, I ended up just grabbing a pair of Vapor Max, which already sold for like $53 free shipping, and a pair of New Balances, and I got both of those for $20. So basically $10 a pop. And then my camera died. Dude, oh my goodness. I'm so mad. My camera died. I don't even know when it died. I just happened to look down and see that it was dead. But as I was about to leave, I'm leaving and I'm like, let me go get a new battery. And I see this table, there's like some shoes on it. So I'm like, I'm just stop here really quick. And that turned into me I had to go to the bank. I just bought so many shoes. I can't wait to get back home and show y'all everything that we got. It's crazy. I'll see y'all. All right, so it's the next day. It's 7 a.m. right now. I just spent the last like hour fighting with my Dymo because it wasn't printing out labels, only to realize that I was putting them in the wrong way. Anyway, let's pull these orders real quick before I show y'all everything that we got at the flea market. First, we got these there's these like water shoes, body glove water shoes that I got at the flea market last summer for $5, and they sold for $20 free shipping. So not a good buy. I sold these Nike like slide things that honestly I got these for free from my mom. She just gave them to me, and so I didn't care what they sold for. They're really good condition. They're basically new. They sold for $17.50 free shipping. These, I believe I bought these when I was like still like learning, just when I just switched to my new SKU system. They're a pair of New Balance. As you can see, they're in like really good condition, super clean. They're 840s and they only sold for $30 free shipping, and I paid $8.40 for them. So I would not do that type of exchange again. I also sold these bad boys right here. These are a pair of Brooks, you know, my bread and butters, the Glycerin 15. So kind of a rather old, but they're up to like Glycerin I think 23, 24 now, and these sold for $39.99 free shipping, and I paid $10.80 for them. I sold these Tiger Woods golf shoes, like Tiger Woods Nike collab golf shoes, over on Macari for $56 plus shipping, and I picked them up for $12. Kind of paid up for them, but I didn't have them long, so I mean 12 into 56 is really good still. These, believe it or not, were an eBay sale for $60 plus shipping. These are the Cherry 13s, I think. No, the Chicago 13s, $60 plus shipping, and I paid $10.40 for them. I buy Beat Jordans because they still sell for like $50. And then my last sale is a Poshmark sale. I got these for $8 like last week, I think, and they sold on Poshmark for $36 plus shipping. Actually, I lied. I have one more sale, but I just don't have them with me. They're these Nike Kobe Elites, and they sold for $150. As you can see, I got back $130, and I paid $50 or $60 for them at the flea market like a month or two ago. Last one has been packed. Now the big boy. Now the only thing about this is I comped nothing. I just kind of guesstimated what I think was a good deal for everything. Now I got 11 pairs of shoes, one for the personal, and a book bag. So overall, altogether, I got 12 items, but technically only 11 to sell because one is staying with me. Book bag I got was this Toomey bag right here, and I don't honestly know much about this brand. I just heard that it was really good. I didn't comp it or anything anything. Also, there's like this little lock right here that is keeping this together, and I gotta just like break it off. I'm sure my dad has like a tool or something where I can just like snap this, but yeah. So I got this Toomey bag here. Bro, hold on. I just comped this. I was like, you know what? Let me just look up. Toomey's going for some crazy money. Like, this is how Toomey be hitting like that? Toomey be doing things like that? Did I say Toomey be doing things like that? First pair out the goodie bag are these pair of maroon Solomons, and again, I did not comp anything, so I have no idea what these are in really good condition too. These are in beautiful condition, but I don't know what the price is off the top of my head. I'll just have to pop them up, but yeah, this is the first pair. Then we got these Nike, I forget what these like oh, here it goes, Nike React. I think they're like BB Nike Reacts or something like that. Oh, forgot to tell y'all, I paid $180 for this entire bag, $180. So I think that averaged, I forget honestly, it was like $16. No, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, I think it was like $16 a pop. I'll redo the math, but this is the second pair I got. Okay, so it's actually $15 it averaged out to be, but that's for all 12 items. If you take out the pair that I'm keeping, that's 11 items, and then it becomes $16. That's how it was. So then I got these Nike Air Max Terrascapes again, and like, I love when I buy shoes and I don't have to clean the bottoms. I got this pair of Nike Air Max 95s, and oh my god, it's disgusting. Oh, I'm gonna have to clean that. That sucks, but yeah. These, honestly, I don't even know why I bought these. I bought these because they were Jordans, and I don't even know what the value is, if the $15 to $16 average price is even a good price. I doubt it. This is probably like a L. Hey, y'all better not troll me, man. These are the personals, alright? I sent the picture to wifey. Wifey said, yeah, grab those. They're really clean. I like them. Wifey said she liked them, so I copped them. Don't troll. I swear, if I see one single troll comment, I'm blocking you. We got these Haroka. What? Alright, you can troll me for that. I got these Hoka Arahi 5s, and pretty good condition. Really good condition, actually. We got these Hoka Arahi 6s, again, in really good condition. Look at those bottoms, looking beautiful. These Hokas, I was honestly on the fence about grabbing because of that mark right there. The bottoms are really good. Like, this is what made me decide to get them, because the tread is fantastic. It looked like they was like barely even ran in. Then I got these Doc Martens, and honestly, I only picked these. These are my second pair of Doc Martens. I heard they started like going down. They're not as valuable as they were. The only reason why I got them is because it had this tag on them. I didn't even wait. What is that? Is that the price tag? What is, hold on. It's a Nordstrom rack stick. I didn't even see this when I bought them. What is going on? So they're brand new, which is sick. And I guess they were $35 and either 75% off or 75% off. Yeah. So they were $140. And you're saving 75% by getting them for $35. Wow, that's insane. Hey, wait a minute, does that mean I can price them at like, $80 or something like that? They're brand spanking new. Wow, I didn't even notice that. That's pretty sick. And lastly, I got this pair of up-tempos, which are really clean, really good condition. A little bit of dirt I got to clean out of the bottoms, but otherwise in fantastic condition. Aside from my brown steppers, here's everything that I picked up out of that last minute haul before I went to go change my battery and took all my money. I was like, all right, I'm leaving. So in total, I spent $244 on 19 pairs of shoes and a bag. What do y'all think? Did I cook? Did we eat good today or that day? Because it was yesterday. Y'all let me know, and I'll catch you on the next one.